Oh, we are so back. Oh, I like feel the life coming into my body. It has only been a week for you guys, but I haven't sat down in this place for over a month. And you know what else we haven't done for over a month? A reading wrap up. The last time we did a reading wrap up was 2 months ago, which is kind of crazy because I feel like I just did it, but no. The last time we did a reading wrap up was for the month of May, and we skipped the month of June. So now I am bringing you June, July reading wrap up. Welcome. Anyway, I did know initially that we were gonna skip June and combine June and July together because I don't know if I was in a reading slump or because I was traveling a lot. Like, I don't know what's going on, but the books have not been read. The amount of books that I've read in the last 2 months, it's probably less than I read in the entire month of May. Yeah, so it's not looking that good for us, but you know what? It's fine. We will persevere. Persevere. You know what? You get it. Also, wait, on another news. I'm filming with a brand new camera, so do let me know how the quality is. Moving on. Let me count how many books we read in 2 months. 1, 2, 3. So we read 9 books in a month of June and 4 in the month of July. Yeah, so that's like really bad. You see, I'm pretty sure for one of my previous reading wrap-ups, I've done like 17 books a month. And here I am with 13, right? In 2 months. Anyway, you know what? It's fine.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
It's fine. We still have a lot of books to talk about, and oh my god, my TBR for August/September. Oh, you're gonna love it. I love it, and you're gonna love it even more. Mark my freaking words. Sip break. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. I'm gonna put a picture of every single book I talk about on the screen here because they have already been put away, and love you, but don't love you enough to go get them. So I actually don't know if I mentioned this book in my last reading wrap up because I did finish it on June 1st. So I don't know if it counts towards May or June, but it's here. Hatrick by Chelsea Credo, which is the 3rd book in the DC Star series. And you guys, I am so obsessed with the entire series, and that book once again was absolutely amazing. So she was a single mom and she was also his personal chef. So they ended up kind of like living together, and honestly, this book was everything I have ever asked from a book and a little bit more. We gave it 4.5 stars, and Hudson was my favorite at that point. And I'm saying was and not is because we did read Hatrick later in July, and we'll get to that later, and it'll all make sense. But at the time of me reading Slapshot, Hudson was my favorite. So that should tell you everything you need to know. Next, we read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. And listen, the only reason I read this book is because I have been wanting to get into reading Mariana Zapata for so long now, because I know that she's like a queen of slow burn romance, and so many people speak highly of her books. Like, I know Cold Tea from Look Up With Love, I've had it on my TBR for ages, and I just like never been able to get there. So when I told Larry that I want to get into Mariana Zapata, she was like, read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. It's my favorite book by her ever. And I think I've realized that Mariana Zapata is not for me. I don't know how different from Look Up With Love and Cold Tea is from The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, but I absolutely hated that book. Like, I gave it 2 stars, and that was honestly me being a generous person that I am. I hated it from like, honestly, like first chapter all the way up until the end, and the more I read it, the more I was like, I am hating this even more the more I keep reading it. The vibes were not vibing. And before you even say anything, it's not because it's slow burn, okay? But because I didn't like how his nickname was the Wall of Winnipeg. I just found it really weird. And he was like a grumpy, and then she's a sunshine. Just the entire plot, I didn't like how she was his assistant and he treated her like complete and utter shit, and then she decides to quit and he's like, oh, like come back to me, and he starts like treating her nicely. But prior to that, he was treating her like shit for 2 years, and then he ends up falling in love with her. Like, I don't know, like why didn't you love her before? Why do you only love her now and not before? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things weren't adding up for me. But I know Mariana Zapata, and that book in particular, is loved by so many people. It's just not loved by me, and that's okay. Next, I had my Dark Romance Era, aka Reading Week. I also did film an entire vlog for the next 4 dark romance books that we're going to be talking about. It's right over here. And honestly, you guys, we did so well. We read almost the entire North Shore series. I read 3 out of 4 books. First, we started with Beautiful Fiend. It was 4.5 stars. I'm going to keep these reviews short because there is an entire reading vlog on all of these. And let me tell you, I was sat from page 1 for this book, and it was so good, especially coming from a 2 stars Mariana Zapata book into that. It was amazing. Thank you. Then we read Heartless Beloved, which is book 2 in the North Shore series, and that one was indeed 5 stars. My review on Goodreads states, oh, I need to go touch grass and take an ice cold shower for like 8 hours straight. That should tell you quite literally everything you need to know. The spice, the story, every single thing was absolutely beautifully done. Thank you very much. Book 3 from North Shore series is Delightful Sins. So that one we did not like that much because first of all, it was a reverse harem, and I usually eat those shits up, okay? In this case, I didn't. I gave it 3 stars, and you see the reason I didn't was because the 2 MMCs, their names were Elliot and Ethan, and the entire book I could not tell the difference of who's who. Like, I just wish one was named like Paul, the other one was Greg. Like, completely different names. Elliot and Ethan like might sound, obviously they're different names, okay? But when you read them on page, it's like difficult to fucking understand who's who because the names are so similar. I'm like, was that Elliot or was it Ethan? Was it, so by the middle of the book, I just pretended that they're like the same person, and I kind of forgot that there were 2 of them. The spice in this book was also not my favorite. The kink was degradation, and that's just not my cup of tea. Could be yours, but it wasn't mine. So that's why we gave this book 3 stars. Then I decided to take a break from the series, and I did not end up reading book 4, but you know what we did read? Psychotic Obsession by Leigh Rivers. And guys, that book, 4.5 stars. The emotional damage for fucking days. I sobbed so much from that book, and honestly, kind of crazy because that book is like this thick, but I devoured it in like a day and a half, like under 24 hours for sure. And it is not a happy ending. So before you go into that book, just remember, not a happy ending. Don't expect one because it's not happening. It was very cute at the beginning, then it got really sad, then it got bad, and then it got really sad again, and then there was no happily ever after, and the book ended, and I was just like, so what do I do now? What do I fucking do now? Anyway, I actually don't want to think about that book. Then we moved on to something in me wanted to read a cowboy romance, and I started Lucky River Ranch series, and actually the first book is named Cash. They're actually all out, but they're getting traditionally republished. So even though the books are like out on Kindle, you can't buy them in person. Only one book out is so far, which is Cash. I think Quiet is coming out in August sometime. But anyway, I gave it 3 stars, but it wasn't bad. Like, I'm gonna continue reading the series. It was really cute. Like, nothing really revolutionary happened. It was just like a cute, cozy cowboy romance. I enjoyed it. What I didn't enjoy was him calling her Honey, I believe. Like, I like Honey as a nickname sometimes, but he said it way too many times, and then I was just like, okay, please stop calling her Honey. Like, call her anything else but that. So I took down some points for the nickname. But other than that, I enjoyed it through and through. And that was actually the last book I read in the month of June. Now we're moving on to July, and I am telling you right now, the start of the month was not it at all. We have Vacation Wars by Megan Quinn. I actually never talked about this book, and it's because I DNF'd it at 30%. I opened it, read 30%, didn't like it, closed it, moved on with my life. There's not really one specific issue that I didn't like. I think I just didn't like everything together combined, and we're just gonna leave it at that. It wasn't for me. I didn't even give this book a rating because I quite literally DNF'd it right at the beginning, so I don't even think it counts towards anything. I also read Tourist Trap, but I actually read it, I think, right before Vacation Wars, and I gave it 3 stars. It was cute, nothing revolutionary. If you're looking for a really cute, spicy summer read, look no further. It's also, I believe, a small town, and he's a lifeguard. Oh wait, I actually gave it 3.5 stars, not 3 stars. I remember the ending of it was so freaking adorable. The ending of this book was my favorite part, and not because it ended, like, the ending was actually cute. Now, after I read Tourist Trap and Vacation Wars, I ended up not reading for like 2 weeks because Nick and I were in Greece. I was indeed living my best life, and I didn't read anything while I was on vacation. So then when I came back, we read Hatrick, which is the 4th book in the DC Star series, and it actually just recently came out, and oh fucking boy. Guys, it was so good. 5 stars. I devoured it, okay? So remember how I said Hudson was my favorite man? Well, that was until I met Riley in Hatrick. Riley is my favorite man. Like, he's like right on the edge with Maverick from Face Off, book 1. But guys, he literally crawled for her in the book, okay? And the spice in this book, oh, don't even get me started. It was so good. He's like a shy boy, okay? A nerd with a filthy, dirty mouth. I'm sorry. Let's take a moment of silence for that. Because what else could you ask for? Please tell me. Nothing else. Oh, at the beginning of the book, anytime that she flirted with him, he got red and didn't know what to say. Like, he was that shy. Okay, but then his thoughts were the complete opposite, trust me. I don't know how Chelsea keeps doing it with these books. I can't wait for the next one and the one after that. I am like this with them. They're like at this moment in time. This is my favorite sports romance as of right now that I'm actively reading, because Windy City series have officially ended and I'm still mourning the loss, okay? But this is curing me. And the last 3 books that I read quite recently, I literally read these in like 4 days, and I feel like you guys gonna know exactly what I'm about to say because I have been insufferable on TikTok about the Summer I Turned Pretty series. And honestly, I don't know why I've been putting off the series for so long. I enjoyed every single one of those books. Like, I didn't expect to like them as much as I did. So I gave book 1, The Summer I Turned Pretty, 4 stars. Book 2, It's Not Summer Without You, 3 stars, because I didn't really like the amount of flashbacks we had in there. And then Belly also did end up with Jeremiah at the end of that book, so like 3 stars. Book 3 though, we're back to 4 stars, and Team Conrad for the fucking win. If you're Team Jeremiah, get a fucking grip. Get a fucking grip. because there is no Team Jeremiah. There's only Team Conrad. I am so deep in my The Summer Turned Pretty thing that all I think about is like this book and now this TV show, because we're not reading a book right now. Like there's no books being read for the last like 3 to 4 days, because I have been watching the Summer Turned Pretty TV show, and you guys, it is so freaking good. If you haven't seen me crash the fuck out about the show on TikTok, then you're like really missing out. I am so very invested and I am loving every second of it. I honestly need like every single book to have a TV show, so then I could read the book and then go watch it. Like that's the best experience I have ever had. I am having so much fun. I don't remember the last time I had this much fun, not only reading books but also watching them. So don't mind me. I am out of my reading slump for now because I'm not reading anything, so there is no slump. I'm literally watching a TV show, but that's besides the point. So that was kind of it for our reading wrap up. Let's now talk about the books that we're going to be reading in the month of August, maybe September, I don't know anymore. Starting off with the first one, and when I say, oh, okay, so all my books just fell down. And when I say we're starting off with it, I am so serious that I'm literally starting it this week. I already have my tabs prepared. I already started a reading vlog that you're gonna see next week, next Friday. Come back for a reading vlog. I am officially starting the entire Hunger Games series. First of all, can we take a look at these beautiful covers? I am like so obsessed with these, what are they, like limited edition, special edition covers? I don't know what they are, but I love them. And I have watched the movies for the Hunger Games, but I've never read the books. And a lot of you told me that you want me to read the books, and you guys have been waiting, and you always ask me when I'm gonna read them, because I promised you I was gonna read them in July, and we're now in August and I'm barely getting around to them. But like I'm so serious. This is my next book. Like it's ready. Have I started it? No, because I've been watching the show. Okay, so cut me some slack, but I will be starting it this week. So anyway, first we have the Hunger Games. Oh, they're so pretty, I can't. Then book 2, I'll be reading Catching Fire. Mockingjay, also this like sprayed edge is my favorite one because it's pink. And then The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is a prequel to Hunger Games, but we will be reading it as book 4 because I'm reading it in like a publishing order, because I think that's the only right order to read them, right? And then I'm really excited about this one the most. I'm really excited it's not matching the other books, but it's fine. You win some, you lose most. We have Sunrise and the Reaping, and the reason I'm the most excited about this book is because this one doesn't have a movie yet. I think they're filming a movie for it now, but I have no idea what to expect out of this one, and it came out just recently, and every single person that I've seen read it was absolutely obsessed with it, so I'm really excited. Then after that is gonna be done, the reading vlog will be coming. There's a lot of books I wanna read, but I just don't know the order I'm gonna read them in, because I'm very much of a, I wanna read that one right now reader, not like, let's plan ahead of what I'm gonna be reading this month. So hopefully these will make it. First we have The Spell Shop. I saw this book in New York, Barnes & Noble, and something about this cover in particular is just screaming to me, I wanna read about it. I wanna be in this house. I wanna be in this forest. This cat literally has wings. And I don't know, it just looks so cute and whimsical, and I feel like I'm gonna have the best time ever reading it. I'm pretty sure it's like YA. I don't even think it's like a romance, but I just want to be in this world. Like I literally just want to read this book to be inside of that. And then we have The Enchanted Greenhouse, which is book 2 to The Spell Shop. And look at this cover. Once again, so whimsical, so cute. I want to be inside of that. And look, we have the same cat with the wings. Like, I'm sorry. If I don't like these books, I'm gonna be very upset, because I need to like these. I have to. The Spell Shop sweeps readers into the world of merhorses. Mermaid horses. I'm sorry. How would that work? Illegal spells and first loves. Wait, it is a romance. It's a comforting as housemaid jam on a fresh baked muffin. You see? Comfort. I think I'm gonna like it. Then Jessa Hastings just came out with a brand new book, Time of Your Life. I actually have zero idea of what this book is about, but you already know Jessa Hastings writes, I read, and this is just no different. That's all I need to know. I'm honestly gonna go into this one blind. I'm not even gonna read the back, just because when I was reading the terms of will and conditions, I went into it blind completely, had no idea what's going on, and I had the best time ever. So I'm gonna do it again. Picking Daisies on a Sunday. I don't know why I want to read it, but I keep seeing people talk about it, and I just feel like Picking Daisies on a Sunday is a little bit of a weird book name, and like this cover is giving away nothing. Are they having a picnic on a Sunday and they're picking daisies? Like, what's going on? I just want to know. That's all. And then these two are for when I'm tired of fantasy, romance, and fluffy stuff. We have Silver Falls University, Book 1 and Book 2, Loving the Liar and Loving the Reaper. Larry and Mariana both read it and absolutely devoured it, and they recommended it to me. I obviously bought it. Like, who am I to say no? I actually meant to start Book 1 before I even started The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then I just like ended up starting The Summer I Turned Pretty. I don't know how this happened. Oh, hello. I open, first page, it says I Could Do It With a Broken Heart, Taylor Swift. Immediately triple points extra credit. Welcome to Silver Falls University, where the elite comes to thrive. This kind of reminds me of Legacy of Gods by Rena Kant, and also the Lord series. It's very much like the same elite university thing. Okay, so those are all physical copies that I want to read, which is already a lot, but there is, I think, one other book that's coming out in the month of August that I'm really interested in, and it is by Lauren Asher. We have The Arrangement book. It's really bad that I don't know the name. Love Arranged. I was like right there. So Love Arranged is coming out on August 19th, and I could not be more excited. I have been waiting for this book to come out since I read the last one. Oh, I thought there was a bug. I think that's the only new book release that I'm like interested in. Oh, also, like I said, Wyatt is coming out, which is the second book to Cash. I do want to read that. We have Wildcard by Elsie Silver, but that one's not coming out until September 9th. But you already know, I'll be the first one to read it. Honestly, me telling you my TBR for the next month is a kind of funny story, because I always tell you what I'm gonna read and then I go and read the complete opposite. And my camera is now overheating, and it's actually perfect timing because I was done yapping and there was nothing left to say anymore. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. As always, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for more book stuff, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more day-to-day life. And I hope you have the best day or night wherever you guys are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.